big, exciting new theater restaurant right at Sunset and Vine in Hollywood. Only 6 months ago, I left Paris, a showman with a big idea, not a franc to back it. Back home, I met a jolly little millionaire who looks and acts, well, kind of like Santa Claus. He went for my big idea. My name is Dan Bradley, and here it is, the Moulin Rouge. It's empty now, but in an hour or so, it'll come aglow. All the magic of an opening night.
One last rehearsal on the mood number, girls. On stage, everybody.
There's time to rehearse the mood number just one more time. And after that, the gambler's coin will be spinning. Heads or tails.
Try to conceal it. I really can feel it tonight. I want you to hold me tight. Who knows if it's wrong? All right. I feel so romantic. It's driving me frantic tonight. You know we had a date and yet I'm here all alone. You know I'm gonna wait, but honey, why don't you phone? I'm in a mood for love tonight.
Real fine. You'll have an audience next time. Do as well in front of them and we're in business.
Oh, that was excellent.
Keep pouring it on, honey. Here comes Mr. Moneybags in person.
Oh, hello, Mr. Gaylord. How'd you like the number? Great, huh?
Delightful, my boy, delightful. Oh, did that take me back to the lush old days in Montmartre.
You spent a lot of time in Europe, didn't you, sir?
Well, mostly Paris, my boy. And, you know, I consider the show that we're giving tonight as my small tribute to that lovely city. Oh, I can't thank Mr. Bradley enough for allowing me to finance it for him.
Dan Bradley's lucky. There ain't many backers like you. You're really doing this in style. If anything, it's too expensive.
My dear boy, expense is never a problem. Quality is the watchword. Quality and splendor. And I like to think of splendor as synonymous with the name of Alfred Gaylord.
Yes, sir.
Harry! Harry!
Yes, Margaret?
Tell Dan Bradley I want to see him at once.
Margaret's on a warpath again.
Yeah, well, where is Mr. Bradley?
Last-minute details, I guess. Curtain time is 8:30, you know.
Yep. I'll see the lady.
Yes, sir.
Come in. Oh, Mr. Gaylord, I'm so sorry. I thought it was that darling producer of mine. Did I hurt you?
Oh, my dear, of course not. As a matter of fact, I admire temperament in young ladies. It reminds me of the Countess Dubois in Paris.
The Countess Dubois?
Yes, she used to eat wine glasses when she was angry. Now, what's the trouble, my dear?
Well, it's Dan. You see, he talked me into going into this production, and now...
With good reason. You're a very important star. You're our star.
Well, then why doesn't he treat me like one? Why doesn't he dress me? Nobody dresses me.
They don't? Well, I'd be very happy to. I mean,
Mr. Gaylord, Mr. Bradley sent me down to see you about this bill.
Sir, you have interrupted.
Sorry.
Well, your apologies accepted. I'll see you in a moment. Now, my dear, about your costume, what seems to be the trouble?
These rabbit skins. Where did Dan Bradley pick these up? In a rummage sale?
I agree with you, my dear. You know, that's the one fault I find with Mr. Bradley, his inability to spend money. But now, don't you worry. I shall comb this city and find, or better still, I'll phone to Paris, have them fly something over for you. But you shall have the best.
Oh, you wonderful. Thank you.
Now, what do you want?
Mr. Bradley told me to see you about a check.
A check?
Yes, on account of the flowers I supplied for the show. Mr. Gaylord, sir.
You supplied these, whatever they are? I distinctly told Mr. Bradley to bring mink. Real mink. Haven't you got any?
Yes, sir, but I...
Well, then bring it over immediately. Now, what is that thing?
Oh, it's nothing, sir. Nothing. Just the bill.
Well, give it to me. I'll handle it immediately. Give me a pen.
Yes, sir.
There you are. An acknowledgement of the receipt of goods and my signature.
Thank you, Mr. Gaylord. Thank you. And I'm sorry I interrupted you, but I shall have the mink over here right away.
You see how foolish it is to get angry, Monday?
Oh, you're so cute. Only you were a few years younger.
Well, I'm not so terribly, c'est la vie.
Would you mind doing me a favor and tell Danny that I want to see him?
Well, of course, my dear. Danny. Oh, it's Danny now. You are a young lady of many moods. Do you mean to say that you and Danny...
Definitely.
L'amour?
But definitely, for sure.
L'amour. Oh, l'amour. I shall have Mr. Dan Bradley over here immediately, no matter how busy he is.
Oh, Danny, are you sure you know what you're doing?
But definitely.
But definitely?
For sure. You know something, honey? You're the first scenic designer I ever saw that I wanted to kiss.
Yeah, but lady scenic designers aren't too easy to find. Let me go, Danny. I got to finish my Eiffel Tower.
Show opens tonight. I haven't got much time.
For what?
To ask you to marry me?
Oh, fine time to ask me.
Look, I know this isn't the time or the place, and well, it's not much of a proposal, but I love you, Ruth.
Oh, Danny, I know you do. Well, I'll think about it.
Well, think about it. I'll give you just until you finish your Eiffel Tower.
Danny, this is a real scary thing you're suggesting. What do we live on? You haven't got a quarter.
Yeah, but I got a beautiful backer named Gaylord.
And what about your beautiful star, Margaret?
Margaret?
She looks at you like it was mating time on the backyard fence.
Margaret doesn't mean anything to me.
But you mean a lot to Margaret. After all, Danny, she is the star of the show.
What's she got to do with us?
If Margaret ever took it into her vocalizing head to walk out on the show. Danny, don't you see we've got to wait?
I want to tell Margaret about it.
Danny, don't be a fool.
I can't help it.
Daniel!
Yes, Ruth, I think it's a very good idea about the tower.
I was... Oh, hello. Well, it's a wise man who checks on every little detail. But you look remarkably calm for a man who's going to open his show tonight.
My show? Sure money, Mr. Gaylord.
Oh, now. I'm very happy with the whole thing. You know, this is a fine idea of his. Bringing a breath of the continent, a theater and a restaurant where a man can have a good meal and see a continental review. Oh, I tell you, after tonight, we'll open places in other spots. New York, Las Vegas.
Good.
Oh,
Huh?
wonderful.
Huh? Good. Oh, by the way, I just came from Miss Walton. Margaret.
Oh?
Yes, well, she needs a little cheering up, Daniel, and I think you should go and see her. Because we don't want anything to happen to our star on opening night, do we?
No, I'll attend to it right away.
That's the boy. Oh, what a remarkable age we live in. A beautiful young lady like you designing scenery.
Well, it's a living.
Well, I think your murals are perfectly charming. They're just a breath of France.
Oh, merci beaucoup, monsieur.
My first idea was to bring Dali or Picasso over to do them, you know, but Daniel would hear nothing of it. That boy will not spend my money. But in this case, I'm very glad you didn't, because I think that you have captured just the really, I think you have.
Well, thank you.
Come in.
Hiya.
Where have you been?
Maggie, this is no time to get upset. It's opening night.
I don't care about that. Listen, I've done everything but throw myself at you, and now I'm even doing that.
Well, you know how it is. I mean, there's a lot of responsibilities.
Oh, save that for the birds. Listen, when you talked me into going into the show, you promised me your personal attention. Or maybe I didn't read the small print.
Oh, come on, Margaret. It's opening night, honey.
Danny, there's something come over you. What is it?
Well, to tell you the truth, Margaret. You see...
Danny, before you go any further, I want you to know one thing. Now, I'm a good scout about anything but another woman. If I thought that there was anybody else, I'd leave you in the show flatter than yesterday's potato pancakes.
Yeah, I bet you would.
Okay, Danny, what'd you want to say?
Miss Walton, this is Harry. You asked me to squeeze in some time for you to rehearse that number again. I'll be ready for you in 2 minutes.
I'm waiting, Danny.
Well, Margaret, I just came up to wish you good luck and tell you I hope everything goes good. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I gotta run now. See you later.
Mildred? Gertrude? Sam? Barbara?
Where's Mr. Bradley? He's not upstairs.
Oh, he's busy around here somewhere, probably. Why?
You're very close to him, aren't you, Chuckles?
The name is Chuck.
Oh, last night you said you liked me to call you Chuckles.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was last night. You want something now. What is it?
Nothing really. I just think you're cute.
The cuter you think I am, the more I know you want something. Now, what is it?
Well, I was wondering if you'd do me a favor.
Oh, no. I already did you one when I got you the job here as cigarette girl. Your sister nearly blew herself up a gale.
Oh, my sister still thinks I'm in pigtails. She doesn't see me the way others do. The way you do.
Kind of makes me glad I'm not your sister.
Look, I want Mr. Bradley to give me an audition on Margaret's song.
Your sister's songs? Man, she'll take this place apart.
Oh, she's just jealous because I can sing as good as she can. The show has to have an understudy for her. Please ask Mr. Bradley, Chuck. Please.
Well, okay.
Thanks, Chuck.
Oh, call me Chuckles.
You're dreamy.
You know it.
Frank Parker. It's been a long time.
Dan, it's wonderful to see you.
Nice to see you, Frank.
Well, I want to tell you, boy, from what I've already seen, I'd say you got a hit on your hands.
Well, I sure hope so. This club's the biggest thing I ever tackled. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you flying out here from New York to give me a hand. I need that voice of yours.
Well, I'm happy to be here. You know, I work for a fellow that likes to help his friends, too. You know what he said? Go out there and help that pal of yours.
Well, bless him, Frank. Bless him.
Dan.
Jocko, meet Frank Parker, Chuck Russell.
Well, the voice in the shadow box. Hi, Frank.
Hiya, Chuck.
Dan told me you're going to come out here and help us out. Sure swell of you.
Well, I'm here and I'm happy.
Say, by the way, that other number is called, the lady's name is Paris.
Oh.
And Harry and the girls are waiting down there to give it a run-through.
Well, let's not keep Harry waiting. Pardon me.
I got a good feeling about this show. After tonight, we ought to be able to live it up.
Yeah, with a backer like Gaylord, we ought to be fixed for life.
It's been tough living out of the filing cabinet, but we couldn't let Gaylord know how broke we were.
Yeah, real broke. You know, I can stand on a dime and tell you whether it's heads or tails.
Well, Gaylord wouldn't understand anybody being broke. It's déclassé in his book.
Yeah, well, he's all right in our book. Funny how all this happened. You and me living it up big in Paris after the war and then having it pay off back here in the States.
Yeah. Out of the clear blue, an angel, a beautiful angel who happened to fall in love with Paris 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Bless his little halo. I think I'll go out on the balcony and case the action.
Yeah, I'll put the kitchen back in a dead letter file, Danny. That's much better, kid, much better. All set, Margaret?
Mm-hmm.
Relax, girls. Bill and Miss Walton, something.
Thank you very much. Okay? Can this be love? Can this be real? Is this the magic all lovers feel? Is this the thrill of true enchantment? The thing they call the oldest story ever told. I hear no bells, no trumpets blow. It's just that deep inside I really know. And so my heart alone can answer, can this be love? Oh yes, it's love. Da-da-dee, da-da-da.
Been waiting a long time for tonight, sweetheart. Oh, phew.
Who were you expecting?
Ruth.
Oh, I see. It's, you and Ruth, Hey, and also you and Margaret, Boy, you're gonna get yourself in a jackpot.
Well, I think I can handle it. I didn't live all those years in Paris for nothing.
Yeah, well, women are the same everywhere. Paris, France, or Paris, Missouri. My pop used to tell me a woman is like a mule. She can be perfectly nice for 20 years, but eventually she'll catch you bending over and kick your brains out.
Hi.
Hey, sweetheart.
Hello, darling.
Well, take a gander at my beautiful new nightclub. Ours, if you want it that way. How about it?
How about what?
What I asked you about downstairs.
Oh, yeah, that proposal of marriage.
How am I doing?
Danny, remember?
Hey, I like that change of key. Is this the thrill of true enchantment? The thing they call the
Look, Danny, you know I love you more than anything else in the world. It's just that, well, I want a lot out of marriage, Dan.
Well, name it. You can have it after tonight.
I'm afraid it's not that easy. I'm sick and tired of show business, Dan. I hate all the confusion and ulcers, everything about it. What I want is a nice ranch house someplace with a big kitchen and a deep freeze.
I think we can arrange that.
Yeah, but even a little ranch house costs money. And if anything should happen to make this show flop, Dan, well, whammo, there goes our dream. Let's wait, darling.
Oh, yes, it's love. Oh, yes, it's love. Huh? Will you try the last 16 bars again for me, and maybe we can speed it up a bit?
Hi, Barbara. I'm a little busy right now, honey. Yes, sir. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I kind of like that.
Don't you think it brings out my eyes?
Oh, yeah. Well, it kind of brings mine out enough, I'll tell you that.
Is this the young lady you were telling me about, Chuck?
Oh, yeah, Barbara, this is Mr. Bradley.
I know. Hello, Mr. Bradley.
How are you, Barbara? You look very, well, for want of a better word, Cute.
Oh, Dan, she sings up a storm.
Oh, not only that, Mr. Bradley, I can act a little and dance a little. I do impersonations.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, Mr. Bradley, I can do anything. Besides that, I guess I'm just about the most stage-struck girl in the world. And that's always good for ambition.
Yes.
I've taken lessons from everyone, honest. Drama. Look, Ophelia. The queen says, let her come in. Then Ophelia enters. I'm Ophelia, see. Where is the beauteous majesty of Denmark? Then the queen says, how now, Ophelia? Then Ophelia says, how should I your true love know?
Yes, that's fine.
Oh, but wait! Sit down! You haven't heard me sing.
No, but I have a feeling I'm going to.
Can this be love, love, love? Can this be real? Is this the magic all lovers feel? Is this the thrill of true enchantment? The thing they call the oldest story ever told? No trumpets blow. It's just that deep inside I really know. And so my heart alone can answer. Can this be love, love, love? Oh, yes, it's love.
Well, that's fine, honey. I enjoyed every minute, but I'm awfully busy right now. If you'll run along, why, I'll give you an audition sometime.
Brother, you've already had one.
Yes, that I have. Have you any more surprises for me this evening, Chuck?
No, that was it for right now.
Boys? Oh, Harry.
Yeah.
Everything set backstage?
Yeah, we're okay. Feed the people and we'll draw the curtain.
Good luck, boy.
Thank you.
Bless us all.
Amen to that.
How the reservations coming?
Pretty good, Danny boy.
Barbara, wait till Mother gets a load of you in that outfit.
Oh, it's nothing, really.
That's what I mean.
I'll have you know I just auditioned for Mr. Dan Bradley.
You did what?
Auditioned. A-U-D-tioned.
Well, what did you audition for?
I want to get someplace. I'm tired of just being Margaret Walton's little sister.
Well, why don't you go out and get yourself a millionaire? In that outfit you can't miss.
I don't need a millionaire.
Honey, every girl does.
Not me. If you can be a soak.
What, James, those other things you'll send to the stage door, won't you? It's most important. Daniel, oh, I ordered some flowers for the company, my boy.
Ah, nice.
Yes, a dozen long-stemmed American beauties for each of the ladies. Opening night, you know.
Well, it's almost curtain time.
Yes, oh, my dear, it reminds me of the good old days with I was quite a stage door Johnny in my day.
You still are.
My boy, I want to thank you for making this night possible.
Me? Money, Mr. Gaylord.
Oh, no. You know what the French say. Faire sans dire. Act without talking. That's what I like to think I do.
Everybody on stage.
Excuse me, where can I find Mr. Gaylord? He's right over there, sir. Thank you. Reservation?
Look at them come in. It's going to be a wonderful audience.
Father?
Oh, no. Wendell, you should not have come here. Mr. Bradley, this is my son, Wendell.
How do you do?
And his wife, oh, dear.
It's Priscilla, Father.
Of course, Priscilla, Mr. Bradley.
Mr. Bradley, if you please, sir. You see, we've been looking for Father for months, and now he has to go back with us. Back? Back where? To the rest home. Oh, we call it that. It's sort of a institution. An institution? Oh, yes, but nothing with bars on the windows or anything like that, no. Oh, well, that's better.
Well, what do you think of my latest enterprise?
Very nice, Father.
Yes, isn't it?
I'm afraid this may come as sort of a blow to you, but Father has delusions. Delusions of grandeur. Oh, now, wait a minute. What? Oh, it's usually quite harmless. You see, he still believes himself living in the past when he was very wealthy. Imagines himself as a famous impresario. He's done this quite often.
But the money, this place, the show, he signed all the bills.
Yes, he's usually very clever when he starts out on one of these. You see, he has a small annuity and he saves up for a year or so. Then he leaves the rest home and finds someone who needs an investor. He uses his own money for his clothes in the best hotels, and then he just signs things. Somehow, people always give Father credit.
Shall we be going now?
Going? You mean going with you now? Oh, no, that's ridiculous. You must stay here and see my new show.
His show? But who's going to pay for all this?
Well, we would, but we don't have any money.
No? No money?
No money. I have a small, modest income. I'm sorry if there have been any inconveniences.
No. Convenience.
Okay, everybody. Stand by for your call. Overture, any time now.
I'm ready, Harry.
Ruth, look!
Hey, honey, your costume. There. That's better. Well, what was wrong with it? Nothing, except you had it on backwards.
Backwards? I thought that was a Parisian touch.
She'd have been the head of the show.
Come along, Father. We must go.
Yes, of course, my dear. I will. I just want... Daniel, I want you to know that... Hear that, my boy? That's what I did it for. The magic moment of the theater. Just before the show starts. And the stage comes alive with a wonderful imagery. It's a thrill that I've never forgotten since I was a little boy. And I tried to help you create it. Maybe I did. All right.
Now, wait a minute. You're going to stay and see the show. And you with him. He's going to stay and see it, enjoy it. Enjoy the magic that he helped to create. Jim, Mr. Gaylord's table.
Yes, sir.
Come here.
Hey, Danny boy, get a load of the tuxedo. Just went and hocked for this beauty. Look at that doll. Well, it doesn't matter. We'll be loaded tomorrow, just loaded. Hey, look at it. Hey.
Huh?
Hey, what's the matter?
Oh, that's Gaylord.
Old money bags?
Old money bags is as nutty as a fruitcake.
How can a guy be nutty with all that dough?
He hasn't got enough dough to bake a loaf of bread.
Yeah, but he signed for all those bills.
I know, and I'm his partner. All those bills he signed for, I'm responsible for. Send me to prison.
Oh. Well, I'm not worried. I've seen you in jams before.
Oh, that's a great comfort. Whole place packed with people waiting to see... Wait a minute, we are packed with people.
Yeah.
If we were a hit tonight, we might have reservations for weeks and months ahead.
Yeah, that's right.
That's money, isn't it?
Yeah.
The money to pay off the cast.
Yeah.
Could be.
And,
Well, the musicians, the costumers, and the scenic designer.
Yeah, and Dan, the tux.
Sure, Chuckles, the tux. Yeah, we'll pay for that, too.
Okay, all right.
We're not rich yet.
No, we're not. Here we go. Wait for me, Dan. Say, that's a nice-looking hat. Maybe it'll fit me. Oh, I don't think so. I'd have to have my head reblocked.
Give her to the hat check girl who belongs to Gaylord.
Hey, the joint's really jumping. Danny, you really started something.
There's a man that started it.
Yeah, he's jumping, too.
Yeah.
And Bradley proudly presents a new Parisian
in review, Voici Paris, featuring The Sportsman, Kathy Charlton, Frank DeVol and his orchestra, the Moulin Rouge dancers, Frank Parker in a special guest appearance, and starring Margaret Walton.
Have you ever been to Paris? Have you visited Montmartre? Have you seen the Eiffel Tower? It's in every Frenchman's heart. Have you ever strolled the Champs-Élysées or the Rue de la Paix after dark? Have you ever been to visit the Bal or the Place de Pigalle for a lark? Have you ever been to Paris? Have you visited Versailles? Have you seen the naughty twinkle? It's in every Frenchman's eye. If you've never seen the Arc de Triomphe, that is something I just can't forget. If you've never been to Paris, then you've never really lived. Have you seen the naughty twinkle? It's in every Frenchman's eye. If you've never seen the Arc de Triomphe, that is something I just can't forget. If you've never been to Paris, if you've never been to Paris, then you just never lived.
Dan,
Oh, hi, honey.
oh, what's the matter, darling? You look so gloomy.
Ruth, I was just wondering, would it make any difference if the show was a flop tonight?
Well, you could always get Mr. Gaylord to back in another one.
Gaylord, yeah. Well, supposing I lost Gaylord, everything.
I'd like that fine. And then you could be a plasterer or a bricklayer.
at first sight. Have you seen the naughty twinkle? It's in every Frenchman's eye. If you've never seen the artistry of that is something I just can't forget. If you've never been to Paris, if you've never been to Paris, then you just never
Revolve.
She's as lovely as her name. The lady known as Paris is like a breath of spring, a haunting refrain. Worldly and wise, yet the face of an angel. Stars in her eyes and her laughter as gay as a bright summer day. The lady's name is Paris, and she appears so fancy-free. But in the heart of Paris, there is a tear that only Frenchmen can see. She never shows she's a lady Pagliacci. Just knows the lady as gay Paris.
On the Jack Benny Show, you've all come to know our unusual musical greeting.
As you may have heard, we don't say a word. We go, and this takes a beating. This hum that we sing can fit anything, ridiculous or sublime.
We didn't invent it, it first was presented
at the very beginning of time. When the world was unfurled, then the only man was Adam. He was bored, so the Lord sent him Eve to be his madam. She stood there clothed in sunlight, didn't even wear a bib. And when Adam asked her, how'd you come? She answered, from your rib. Adam stared, yes, he stared and went, He went, my, how he stared. And the longer he kept looking while ideas began a-cooking, he went, as the facts of life were bare.
Paradise was quite nice, and without a word of warning, I'm afraid Adam strayed and did not return till morning. He said that he was hunting. Evie thought he told her fibs. She waited till he fell asleep, then counted all his ribs.
She took count of his ribs and went, was missing. Evie wondered, who's he kissing? She went, then she started raising Cain.
Samson fell for that bell. Sweet Delilah was his girlie. She was mad because he had longer hair and it was curly. The night she clipped his tresses, she fed him this baloney. I did it so the world would know just which one had the Tonys.
Samson thought, yes he thought, and went, He went, for quite a while. It was really an unfair cut when she gave him such a haircut. He went, and the crew cut came in style.
Now let me see, Anthony loved his Cleopatra madly. He was true to that shrew, but she treated Mark quite badly. One night Cleopatra held poor Mark within her grasp, and while he sat there kissing her, she stung him with her ass.
Poor Mark jumped, yes he jumped and went, He went, and other things.
He said, Pat, I should desert you.
Cleo asked him, does it hurt you?
He said, confidentially, it stings.
Comes the day for our pay. Mr. Benny starts to heckle. Mr. Hyde jumps inside. He turns into Dr. Shekel. The salary that he pays us keeps the sportsman not so sporty. He's laying all that hay away until the day he's 40.
We look down at our checks and say, We say, so this is fame.
Should we sing for our enjoyment or collect our unemployment?
We say, we'd be making just the same. So from Adam to Benny, we bet our last penny. The whole world loves to.
Loaded like this, don't you, Jim?
I certainly do, sir. Dan Bradley proudly presents the singing star of the Moulin Rouge, Margaret Walton.
I'm all aglow again, I know again it's love. I feel that thrill again, that chill again of love. I didn't want this thing to happen, but it happened just like that. And now I'm all a-tingle, and not a single thing can be done about it. Wild again, it's child again in love. I guess I'll try again, I'll fly again with love. If this is what they call a rebound, I'll sound off and say that I'm aglow again, hooray! Wild again, child again in love. I guess I'll try again, I'll fly again with love. If this is what they call a rebound, I'll sound off and say that I'm aglow again, hooray!
See what I mean?
Kids, everything is all coming along fine.
Oh,
you watch
you're
Taffy
beautiful, all of you. You're beautiful.
All right, kid.
Harry, it looks like in spite of everything, we're ahead.
Don't say that. I'm superstitious.
Oh, what's the matter with you? Can't you hear the audience? We are a hit.
No. It's an old stage tradition, not to mention the word hit on opening night. So many things can happen.
You old-timers and all your traditions. What's the matter with you? Don't whistle in the dressing room. Don't read mail during a performance. For crying out loud, an understudy always makes good for the party.
It's only 2,000 years old. Keep up the morale. I'm going to talk to you.
Wait a minute. I'll help you. Is it all right, Harry, if I'm just a little bit happy?
Just so you don't overdo it, huh?
And now, Joey Harper and his guitar.
Kids, you're all doing great. I want you to stay in your dressing rooms and rest.
What does he think we're going to do, calisthenics?
Watch yourselves on the next number that's coming up. It's tricky. Follow your music cues. Wait a minute. The boss wants to say a few words.
Thanks, everybody, for being so wonderful. You ought to hear what they're saying out front. Nothing but raves. If you can keep it up, I'll love you forever. Oh, thanks, honey. Hey, how pretty you look.
Thanks.
Wow. Honey, I believe we got a hit.
Oh, Danny, I'm so happy for you.
For me. For us, darling.
Hey, Danny, what about Margaret?
Margaret? Honey, it's you I want. How many times do I have to tell you?
Oh, darling, wait after the show. Don't, Danny, don't.
And after tonight, I can open spots in Las Vegas, Broadway.
And then spaceship to the moon.
And then you'd better run along and check your scenery, honey.
What? You better do what the boss says, honey. Go get your little hammer.
Margaret, you were great. What a performance.
Not as good as yours.
Anything wrong?
No, nothing special. Just let me fix this mic of yours.
Well, I guess that's what you call making your life an open book, huh?
Well, for you, I'm not running a lending library.
Well, now, look, Miss Walton, you misunderstand.
Now, you stay out of this.
Wait a
Wish
minute.
I could.
Listen here. Now, you got me into the show, making me think you were in love with me.
Margaret, don't
And
you
then you
dare.
fell in love with that lady mechanic here.
I think I will get that hammer.
Margaret, I didn't lead you on. You led yourself on. You believed what you wanted to believe.
Oh, so that's how it is. Well, I leave you with 2 words, goodbye. You can do this show without me.
We can't do the second half without you.
Ah, I'm crying.
Margaret, you can't do this to Danny.
I can't I? Listen here, Danny, you can take this turkey of yours and put it in your deep freeze.
Hey, what's going on? What's the matter?
She just walked out. We haven't got a second act.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Hey, with Margaret out of that number, we're dead.
Yeah, I guess we are.
It's too late to re-routine it, and no understudy. What did I tell you about superstition?
Well, I guess I goofed.
You still have Gaylord and his millions.
Gaylord hasn't got any millions.
What?
He's as daffy as a dike mender.
Oh, Dan.
Well, maybe I could keep it from you till after the show tonight, but his son and daughter just came in to take him back to the Jolly House. This whole place is on the cuff, and I'm responsible for the tab. It's what's commonly known as fraud. It's like the Bastille for me.
Oh, you poor darling.
The Moulin Rouge dancers in the Bois de Boulogne Ballet.
Well, at least I got 4 more minutes of solid show, and then...
What are you going to do, Dan?
Ruth, I've had a lot of trouble in my life, and most of it never happened. I'll tell you one thing I'm not going to do, is worry.
The moon is high, and here am I. It seems a shame to let this evening go by. The time is right. Tonight's the night for love. aglow. And here is something that I'd like you to know. The time is right. Tonight's the night for love.
why don't you go on?
You mean out there, in front of all those people?
Naturally, like you did in Paris when I produced the musical. You were fine.
Oh, that was different. You tricked me then.
Just a little trick, Chuck.
Dan, Margaret's number's next. What do we do?
What do we do? How do I know what we do? To stall him or something, Harry?
Okay, I hope you know what you're doing.
Know what I'm doing?
Margaret, I just heard you quit the show.
You know, I still think I'm going to tell Mother about this outfit you're wearing.
Margaret, you can't do a thing like that. All the girls, the actors, everybody, they're all depending on you. You can't do it. The show must go on.
Why must the show go on?
Well, because I'll tell Mama on you.
Honey, I don't know why you're making all this fuss. You've always wanted to go on my place. Well, here's your chance, little Eva.
All right. I will. No, I don't care. See, I will go on. I shall not fail the call of Thespis.
You better be good or I'll tell Mother about that, too.
Of course I'll be good. I've been waiting all my life for this. I love the theater. I'm dedicated.
Dedicated? You're dead, kid.
Oh, Jane, the audience seems a trifle restless, and I want you to send a bottle of champagne to each table with my compliments.
Each table, sir?
Well, of course. Paul Roger and a good year.
Certainly, sir.
Yes.
What have you been doing now, Father?
Well, just ordering a drink. A drink for everybody in the house.
Oh, Father, no.
Wendell, you depress me.
Go on, do something, do anything. A little joke like at the party the other night, huh?
Dan, you know I'd do anything in the world.
Well, then go do it.
I can't.
Chap, will you please help me?
Oh, yes, I'd be glad to. I'll help you think of something in a minute. Honest, I will, Dan. Let me get you around here where I can get a little light. Let me get...
Stuck.
Yes, so's everybody, honey.
I don't want to wrestle.
Well, these things are hard to handle.
No, take it easy. I'd rather lose the dress than my life.
Revolve.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't expect I'd be here tonight. Well, on stage, that is, but I guess I could tell you a story about these two English fellows who walk into a bar in New York City. They walk up to the bartender. The bartender looks at them and he says, "What'll yous have, gents?" One English fellow looked at his friend and he said,
What did he say?
He's going over great.
Then what?
So the...
Can we wind up with the circus number?
We're all set up for the other number. We'll have to strike that first.
Story. A kind of a riddle that's been kicking around the States here a little bit.
Well, Mr. Bradley, I'm ready.
Good. Ready for what?
We're going for Margaret.
You?
Well, sure. I know the number, all the moves, everything.
Well, yes, but...
But what?
Well, you're so inexperienced. I mean...
Oh, wow.
Well,
Yes?
no.
We can't get the circus number ready in time. Danny, we're dead.
Barbara, you're on. Use your sister's dressing room and hurry.
It's not your sister, and it's not your brother. Yet it's the child of your father and your mother. I don't believe I know, old man. Who is it? It's a bartender I met in America last week.
Who is it?
Danny, can I come in?
Huh?
Come on, snap into it, honey. Chuck's running out of material.
And the costume doesn't fit?
Ah, it looks fine. They'll never notice it from out front.
Are you sure?
Positive.
I'm so nervous. And my stomach.
It happens to everybody. Just butterflies.
Blood butterfly. Say, they're power diving.
Come on, you got to get a hold of yourself, Barbara.
I know. All my life I've been dreaming of this chance.
Sure you have.
I gotta go on.
And you're gonna do fine.
If it kills me.
It won't hurt a bit.
Oh, there they go.
Well, pull up on the throttle.
I guess I'd better be getting off stage right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to tell you one thing that my mother always told me. She always said, Chuck, me boy, wherever you go, whatever you do, always be certain of one thing. When the people are nice to you, kind and considerate, don't forget to leave the people with a laugh. Always leave the people with a laugh. So, ladies and gentlemen, until I see you all again...
Hold that curtain. We gotta go on.
Please hold it.
It can't, honey, because they all...
Oh, the costume all wrong. It doesn't
look.
fit.
Bring
And my hair.
Oh, looks wonderful.
My stomach.
Bring it with you, honey. Look, don't worry. The understudy always makes good for the star. That's tradition, doll. Come on, baby.
There's one kid that may break tradition.
Margaret, you still here? Thought you'd be back with Swanson's Minstrels by now. Suppose you know your sister Barbara's going to take your place in the show tonight.
Is this on the level?
How would you know?
Something must have happened. I hope nothing's gone wrong.
It is quite a wait, isn't it?
Go ahead, Barbara. Watch me for your cue.
Don't worry, Mr. Bradley. I'm over the jitters now. I'll go out and kill him.
Sure you will, baby. Go do it.
Come on. Up. Get up there.
What's the matter?
I can't do it.
What do you mean you can't do it?
I don't know. I can't.
This is the chance you've been begging me for. The people are out there. Wait, what?
Sorry.
What do you want to do? Close the thing down? These kids all going out of work?
No.
Listen, baby, you...
I can't.
Say something, will you? You're the stage manager. All right? Do it.
No.
Come on.
Well, do you still think it's so easy?
More temperamental talent, huh?
Do you still think that the show must go on?
Not with me.
Well, I do, darling. Here. Now, give me this. This is going to be the first time in show business the star has to make good for the understudy.
All right, Margaret.
Okay, kid, come on, let's break it up.
I'm a lonely gal, and I'm looking for a lonely guy, just to kind of make the hours go by in this lonely town. There must be someone looking for a gal like me, who could use some love and sympathy when the sun goes down. Then we could leave this lonely town. love and sympathy when the sun goes down. Then we could leave this lonely town.
That was a wonderful thing you did tonight.
Just save it for the birds. Now listen here, Dan Bradley.
Yes.
I'm getting awful tired going up those stairs.
You mean if I get rid of the stairs, you...
Well, listen, why not? The number was written for me, so I suppose I might as well stay here and do it.
You're okay in my book, baby. Me too.
Guess what? Chuck and I are going to get up and act together. We'll be great, fairly great.
She'll need me there to drag her on stage.
Come here a minute. Aren't you over this yet? Barbara, I got to tell you something. You'd have been wonderful tonight up there. Honestly, you would have. But you just got first-night nerves, and I know someday you're going to be a great big star, I promise.
Oh.
See you later.
A circus. Here they come. Here they come. It's circus day today. Hooray! I love a circus, a circus, a circus. I love a circus. It's a circus life for me. Show me the monkeys, the lions, the tigers. Show me the tumblers and the clowns I long to see. Here they come, here they come. Hear the boom of the drum. It's the great, great, greatest show on earth. How the people will flock, how the big top will rock. Hey, Ma, look, Ma, they're coming down our block. I love a circus, a circus, a circus. I love a circus, it's a circus life for me. And a circus is a circus in America on Gay Prairie.
ring 1, Tony Gentry and Baby Burma. In ring 2, Lady Margaret and her chimps. And in the center ring, Bill Dietrich and his pony.
Where'd Father go?
You're a rip-roaring success.
What do you mean, me? We are. We're partners, aren't we?
Oh, now, please. Let's forget that partnership arrangement because business bores me.
I wouldn't think of it. Tell me something. Where do you want your checks sent?
Oh, checks, money, they'd never catch up with me. I'm leaving for St. Louis tonight. Right away.
St. Louis?
Yes. Oh, you could do a big favor for me. Would you tell my son that I've gone to Alaska?
Alaska?
Please.
Tell me, what's in St. Louis?
Oh, there's a fascinating proposition there that I'm interested in financing. It's an old-fashioned Mississippi steamboat. You know, a chance for something with quality and splendor.
Oh. Well, we're going to miss you.
Thank you. Au revoir, mes amis.
Goodbye.
Thank you for a very delightful visit.
Hey, what's all this fuss back here? We still got a finale to do.
Look, Harry, we got a head on our hands, haven't we?
Don't count your chickens before they hatch.